Well, today's the big day that we start the air compressor project, and I've kind of got the compressor ready to peel off there. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm going to put on there. Here we have a new air compressor, Central Pneumatic, came from Harbor Freight, cast iron twin cylinder air compressor pump. And that part number is a 60754. 145 PSI rating at 5 horsepower, and I believe, 15.3 SCFM at 90 PSI. So anyway, this thing should do the job. I'm looking forward to putting it on there and see how well it does. Well, here's the compressor that I'm going to install, and if you look it up on YouTube, other people that's installed it, they've talked about this factory setup. And I really like this tube that has the little fins on it for additional cooling. But that fitting right there, impossible to find a hose, any kind of tubing. It's not 3/4 inch tubing. 3/4 inch tubing won't fit in there. I thought, well, I'll just flare some 3/4 inch tubing and put it on there, but wouldn't work. So anyway, it's coming off. It's 3/4 inch pipe going into the head, so I used a 2-inch nipple right there. I used a 90, a 5/8 compression fitting for the copper tubing. I arched it so it give it a little extra cooling and some flexibility in case there's any movement. Came over here with a T with a 1-inch nipple, and then out here with another 5/8 compression fitting. And I'm going to use 5/8 tubing going down to the side of the tank for this installation. Well, it looks like the little V-twin is going to fit up there pretty well. I wondered if I was going to have to extend that bracket or anything. And I'm going to have plenty of clearance for my tank. I'm going to do some measuring and all that. I'm going to swap the pulley out on that motor, so I'm going to swing that motor around and get that pulley swapped on it. And right now it's got one of those little mini V type pulleys, but I'm going to be going to a regular V-belt pulley. Well, we're making progress. This pulley is coming off pretty easy, and so we'll have the other one on in just a minute. Well, that wasn't bad. Was able to get the old one off and got the new one on. I have not done the set screw yet because I'm probably going to have to move that pulley in and out on the motor to get it lined up properly for the new compressor pump. Well, I've drilled new holes. One here, 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 here. That's for the motor. And one here, 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 and here for the compressor. Tried to mark them with a pen so you could see it easier, but surface is a little oily or something and it didn't want to mark very well. Down inside there was where the original line check valve was. It's out and plugged, and I'm going to relocate it to a new place. Everything is drilled and bolted down. The new location for my air pressure check valve, and got copper line run. And so what I'm going to do now is probably just kind of pick up and go get a couple of belts. Well, we got back from the hardware store and we got our belts put on there. And what I ended up getting was the 4L600, which is a 60-inch belt. And instead of the 3L, I got the 4L. And that fit the pulley better here and fit better up there also. So that was a better combination to go with. And so I fired it up And lo and behold, what's up with this? The motor just run for a little while. I got it up to 100, and man, the motor quit. And I thought, well, what's the deal? And so I was looking at the contacts inside the pressure switch. They were still, making contact. I tried pushing the reset button and on that thermal switch. I even took the capacitors off and tested them. They test okay. I mean, one tests like it should, and the other one is just a little bit low. Not bad, but I'm just torn whether or not to try capacitors again or just order another motor. I think something is up with this motor. Well, my conclusion, the motor, I believe, is shot. This 4 1/4 inch pulley was just too much load on the startup and the run on the motor trying to drive that compressor. So I've checked the capacitors. I considered ordering some, but I knew the outcome was going to be the same because these capacitors showed good. I put them back on the motor and tried to run the compressor again, and it just ran for just a few seconds, and then the thermal switch popped it back off. So I says, well, that's it. No need of beating a dead horse. So anyway, I got a new motor coming. I got a 2 1/2 inch pulley instead of a 4 1/4 inch pulley. And that's going to require me to get some shorter belts, but that's no problem. No issue there. So anyway, guys, I say, no spilt milk on this project so far. Everything was just going too smooth, and there had to be a hiccup somewhere. So anyway, I appreciate y'all coming along. This is Rusty Glove Box, and I'm out of here.